Oh, wow, 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 wow. I guess the big news is what? Taylor Swift and and Travis Kelce. That's the big news, right? Oh my God, are they really going steady? Jesus. I started making a Taylor Swift video yesterday, and then I realized, what are you doing? I turned off the camera in disgust. I should still post it because I had a couple things to say about the Kelce Taylor Swift thing. And then in the middle of like doing this rant that actually was coming out pretty good, I'm like, I look at the camera and it wasn't me playing or trying to make a bit. I just went, what are you doing? Who gives a crap? I mean, there is interesting things happening with that whole thing. Am I really going to go into it now after I said who gives a crap? I personally think it's a work. I think the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing is a work. Because, man, if the NFL hasn't been trying to get those younger demos for the longest time and just having Taylor Swift show up at a Kansas City Chiefs game, going in the booth, jumping up and down with Travis Kelce's mom, the ratings went through the roof. Travis Kelce's social media went through the roof. He gained something like 400,000 followers on his Instagram alone in one day because of the Taylor Swift. And then his merch went up like 400 to 500%. That's crazy. She's leaving for tour in 4 weeks. I think it's work. I really do. She's the type of person that doesn't want to be tied down by a man. This Travis Kelce, he likes to play the field. They get together for a few games. The NFL ratings are absolutely insane. And then everybody moves on. That's what I think. Know why I know they're probably not dating, and this is all a work. I'm doing my rant that I turned off my camera yesterday. What are you doing? It was on the way to pick up my kids from school. I'm doing a Taylor Swift video. I'm like, I think I could be a TikTok star. I just gotta have a thing to say about some of these big stories of the news. The reason why I think it's a work is nobody that loves somebody would force them to go see the New York Jets. Cheers on that. Why would Travis Kelce force Taylor Swift to go see the New York Jets? But that's exactly what's going down. It was announced that Taylor Swift is going to the New York Jets game this weekend. That is terrible. Why would you do that to someone you, quote, love? Greetings from Looting Central, Uncle Shawnee. Where are you, in Philly? Yeah, Philly had a bit of a problem, huh? Jesus. Greetings to you, my friend. I hope you can get your Lululemons somewhere else, because the store in Philly, you can't get any more Lululemons. The looting in Philly the other day was just absolutely crazy. So you're going to have to get your yoga pants somewhere else. Chris, what's going on? Morning open all. How are you? Of course it's a work. Oh, you have no doubt it's a work? Yeah, because Taylor Swift, man, she's a hardcore feminist, and I don't think she wants to be tied down by any man whatsoever. And it's great for business. They go to Travis. They're like, yo, Travis, you know what is going to happen to your career? You're going to want to do something outside football, and you hang with the Taylor Swift for a couple games. All your stuff is going to go through the roof, and then you have a nice amicable split, quote split, and you come away with something. The NFL comes away with something, and then I don't know what would be in it for Taylor Swift, because I don't think she's one of those celebrities where you can't get bigger than Taylor Swift. Lady Gaga had that for a while, where she's like, what else can I do? She did everything. Could you fly me to Mars and I could perform on Mars? Because I've done everything else. Taylor Swift is in that category. And then the other big news, Christie. Oh, God, I just want to wrap my arms halfway around him and give him a big old hug. Did he step in it last night or what? First of all, the GOP debate, boring. Because without Trump on that stage, there's no reason really to watch. They're talking policy and talking over each other. No one cares about your stupid policies. You know, in America, in politics, no one cares about your stupid policies anymore. They want to hear the name calling. They want to see the belly bumping. That's what they want to see. Because everything they say on that stage is one big babble. Because half the stuff they want to do if they become president of the United States of America, they have to have the Senate cooperating on their side and the Congress. It's almost impossible to get any of these crazy things done that they want to get done. So if we all know that, at the very least, we want people yelling and screaming at each other, name calling, and belly bumping each other off the stage. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. What's up, Dennis? And Trump is pissing off everybody. He's like, I don't need a debate. This thing is mine, which it is. It's his. So Christie during the debate last night, I'm sure you've seen it because it went viral. I'm just telling it like it is. Dr. Bud Light won. He's writing Trump rules. I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I don't like Christie. But I give Christie a little credit because he's going right after Trump. You know, he's going right after the guy. Everyone else is too scared of the Trump. But Christie has nothing to lose. Philly's a S show, Lululemon, Apple, and of course Foot Locker looted. Crazy times. Yeah, there was a lot of looting down there in Philly, and that is not okay. That is not okay. And then there was someone named Meatball that was saying everyone needs to eat. I'm like, how? Everyone needs to eat. They're stealing iPhones. Everyone needs to eat. Everyone needs to eat. As they're stealing Lululemons. I call them Lululemons. I don't know what they are. Yoga pants at Lululemons. Would that have been a better way to say that? But my favorite part of the looting videos, John Courts. Now I'm just talking to John. So they took out the Apple store and everybody's on the street with their new iPhone. They're dancing up and down. And then I didn't even know this. All of a sudden messages go across the iPhone, I think. This is like the future. We live in the future. So everybody's thinking they got a brand new iPhone. They're dancing in the streets. You got the Meatball yelling and screaming, everyone needs to eat. Everyone needs to eat. And then the message across the iPhone basically said, this phone has been deactivated and this phone has been tracked. Look, there's some serious crap going on in Philly. But I think it's really, really important when the serious crap is going down that you try to find the humor and try to laugh, because what else can we do? We're just floating around in the ocean with no help at this point. That's the society we live in. So you might as well laugh at it. You got the Meatball yelling and screaming, everyone needs to eat. You got everyone dancing in the streets because they got their brand new iPhones. And then the message comes across that this phone has been deactivated and tracked. And what does everybody start doing? They just start smashing them on the sidewalk. Oh, my God. Philly, man. Philly's a special place from top to bottom. Nothing says peaceful protest like some Nikes and a flat screen. Well, yeah. John Court's got it. So I'm watching the GOP debate. I don't know why. Maybe so I could talk about it a little bit. But it was boring. But I like Christie going right after Trump because the rest of these candidates are scared of Trump's shadow. Really, really scared of his shadow. So Christie, you know, he had this line planned. And he couldn't wait to look in the camera and do a promo like he's a wrestler. And also he looks into the camera and he basically talks to Donald Trump directly saying, you know you watched this. You know you watched this. You can't help yourself, Donald. And because Donald Trump is ducking Christie, Christie made the biggest mistake of his political career and called Donald Trump Donald Duck, as in he's ducking him. He's ducking Christie. And I'm like, oh, no. And he practiced the line. He was He was practicing looking in the camera and talking to Donald Trump directly. He delivers the line. It falls a little flat because he's not a comedian. And sure enough, man, I checked my Twitter. I mean, maybe a half second later, and they already were calling Christie Porky Pig. What? Of course, that's where everybody would go. Does Christie have people around him? Hey, I want to call Donald Trump Donald Duck because he's ducking me. What do you guys think? That's the problem with having yes men all around you and yes ladies all around you. Oh, that's a great idea, Mr. Christie. That's a wonderful idea. I like it. Let's go with that. Not one of them made the connection. If you call Donald Trump Donald Duck, that he's going to turn around, or his people are going to turn around and start calling you Porky Pig. So Trump won that one. In the name calling category, Trump won that one. I could have, I'm like, no, you don't want to do, oh my. Yeah, Billy bumping. That's what I want to see. Bill Marchant, belly bumping would be absolutely amazing. You get rid of those, what are those things called? Those little mini podiums, whatever the hell they're called. There's a company that rents those out to the politicians. Get rid of all of those things. Let these stupid politicians wander around the stage and try to belly bump each other off the stage. That would be amazing to watch and very, very productive, I think. Wait, here's John Kortz. Meatball was arrested as well. I know Meatball went from jumping up and down. This went viral, right? I don't really have to explain it, but a lot of looting in Philly, and the face of the looting was somebody named Meatball. Perfect nickname, by the way. Perfect nickname. And she's jumping up and down, all excited, saying everybody must eat, everybody must eat. As people are getting their Lululemon yoga pants and their brand new iPhones that were deactivated and tracked. And she's so excited, and she's yelling and screaming, everybody must eat, everybody has to eat, everybody must eat. I don't know. I forgot the exact line. Internet is undefeated. They go from her being very, very excited about everyone must eat or everyone got to eat. I want to remember the exact line. And then it cuts to her mugshot with tears going down her eye. You gotta laugh at this stuff because our world has gotten crazy. What holiday were they celebrating down there in Philly? I don't even know what the looting was about. I don't raid. I don't read anymore. I decided reading's stupid, so I don't read. I don't do any of that reading anymore. But I didn't even know that you can't really steal an iPhone anymore because it'll deactivate the phone and start tracking the phone. I had no idea that happened. That's amazing. It was about the charges being dropped in a police shooting. Oh my. So because of that, I got to get new snakes. I got to get new Lululemons. And while we're at it, why don't we get an iPhone? I don't understand that. I understand people getting pissed off about decisions made in their cities. I get that. But I don't understand why that leads to destroying your neighborhood. Look, I don't really understand that part of it. I've tried to just to see how the other people live. Other people live, I should say, in general. And I just don't understand why you're so mad that you destroy your own neighborhood. I'll never understand that. I can only speak for New York City on this next thing, but it's happening in a lot of neighborhoods and a lot of cities. So people started to go into stores, especially drugstores like CVS and why don't you name all the drugstores, Hope? That should kill some time on your dumb live stream. And also they were doing it at Target, and people were like, wait a minute, I just realized, and I can't wait to tell everybody else in my neighborhood that you can just walk into one of these stores with a giant garbage bag, fill up, and no one's going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. No, they're not doing anything. Try for yourself. Are you serious? So for whatever reason, the word got out, which is the dumbest effing dang. I don't know. I would have to blame the politicians or the maybe even the police departments. I don't know. Maybe someone could help me out with this one. But the word got out. You go into CVS or Duane Reade. You fill up. You can even take their shopping cart. Oh, you don't have a garbage bag? Why don't you use one of our shopping carts? And they're just like with their arm filling up, and walking out of the store. And the word got out. You know, somebody sat down their employees and said, it's not worth it. Let them go. Let them do it. And then the word got out. Some idiot, got the word out. So now that is absolutely, I could say for New York City, an epidemic. The reason why it's such a huge problem is because the word got out. Officials basically, or the news, somebody basically said, this is what's going on. And the employees have been told to let the people go. How dumb is that? So because of that, I'm sure you've seen it in your neighborhood. Here, you can't even get toothpaste. It's all locked up. It's all behind glass. Everything's behind glass. You know what a pain in the ass it is to shop when you have to find one of those people that are hard to find. And they're like, hey, can you open up? I just need some toothpaste. Oh, sure. Wait a minute. And then they're looking at all their keys, trying to find the right keys so they can get your dumb toothpaste. You know how stupid that is? But here's the problem with the whole damn thing. Target's like, well, F this, we're closing stores. You know, we can't prevent this, so we're just going to start closing stores. And I think it was announced yesterday that they're closing 9 giant Targets across America, and I believe one of them is uptown here in New York. Even if they told me to stop them, I'm not fighting someone over a tube of toothpaste. Steve Clark. I understand all that, but there's a reason why people don't go into stores and shoplift in general, because you're worried about getting caught. Even if you're like trying to slide, I don't know, a ribeye under your sweatshirt because you're a starving college kid. I don't know. I'm just like, kind of spitballing here. You get so nervous because you know you're going to get tackled. And then you're on the sidewalk. You're like, I think I got away with it. And next thing you know, you get pushed to the ground and they grab their ribeye back. And then they haul you into a back office and say that they're going to call your parents. So if you know none of that's going to happen anymore, what do you think's going to happen? Of course. But in my neighborhood, they're not playing already. They're pretty much every day I'm seeing more and more armed guards at the front door of these stores because they have had it. It's just going to make Amazon stock go even higher because more and more stores are like, it ain't worth it. Target's like, it ain't worth it. Those 9 stores close, and all those people that were using those 9 stores, well, now they're going to shop online. So Amazon stock, baby, that's going to keep going up. Look, sometimes I like the inside stuff. I don't, if you know, you know. But Andrew, Amazon stock tip from Opie. Celebrity Greg Opie Hughes says Amazon stock the hottest thing since Citadel. Buy now. Oh, man. The short end of the story, like we were big in the radio world, so we knew all the radio people. And one of the guys, Citadel was the name of the radio company. They went public. And we got to get in on the ground floor. We got in on the IPO. And the guy at the time, Fareed, loved this guy. He let me stay at his house way out east on Long Island. He was a sick house, by the way. I'm like, oh, you're not paying us enough. So he's basically saying, invest $100,000. I think it was $100,000. This stock is going to go through the roof. And there was a time when you bought a radio stock, especially on the ground floor, you made a stupid amount of money. So I gave him $100,000. Long story short, it turned into a penny stock. I lost every single cent. That's the short end of the story. Lost every cent. It was like if I opened up this window, it would have had the same result. And if I took $100,000 and just went for a viral video on my YouTube, it would have, at least I would have got clicks. Oh, I watched this thing just go to zero, basically zero. Lost 100. It was more than 100 G's. I think it was 100 and change. like say $110,000, $115,000. Oh my God. Growing up poor on Long Island, that one hurt. That one hurt a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to take my 100, whatever I said, 15, whatever it was exactly. Let's just call it 100. I'm going to take my 100,000 and I'm going to turn this into $1 million. I'm just going to sit back and watch the money roll in. Oh boy, was I wrong. The mass looting of retail stores is going to lead to a dystopia of deserted retail stores and only having big box stores with armed security and people waiting for Amazon deliveries, packing shotguns. Yeah, you're 100% right. I don't know if I got all the words right, AI gaming, but you're 100% right. Like if you're like destroying your own neighborhood because you're pissed off about a decision or whatever, I never understood that. And B, you're only hurting yourselves. It's like you're not getting away with anything. Because then all these companies and stores, they will now pivot. And one of the pivots is like, it ain't worth it. So let's get this store out of this neighborhood. That's what's going to end up. Of course, a lot of people get pissed off by the looting and stuff. Like these people are getting away with something. They're not getting away with anything. Yeah, they got a couple pairs of sneakers and some dumb new yoga pants from Lululemon. But in the end, all those stores can be like, you know what? It's not worth it. Close up shop. We're moving out of this neighborhood. That's what's going to end up. Of course, that's what ends up happening. You only hurt yourselves in the end. Because no store's going to like continue under those circumstances. Okay, well, let's get some new windows in and let's open up by Monday, okay? No, now they pivot. Of course. I don't know if Fareed still has a house there, Tom Taylor. I lost touch with him a long time ago. I love the Fareed. He made a huge mistake too. He made a huge mistake. Fareed, if you're watching, there's a very good possibility he is because he keeps tabs on me. But Fareed was Mel Karmazin's right-hand man. He was basically next in line to run CBS radio when radio mattered, when Howard Stern was syndicated in every city in America, basically making stupid money for himself and the company, and we were doing all right for ourselves and the company. It was when radio was king, and Fareed was next in line to take over the whole damn thing. Howard went after Fareed and went after Fareed's, let's just say, nationality. And the rank got quite edgy and possibly leaning towards some racist crap. Being careful here. And Fareed famously went to Mel Karmazin and said, I want you to fire Howard Stern. Basically said, God bless him for sticking up for himself and his family, because it was a really ugly rant by Howard at the time. And he famously went to Mel Karmazin. Is this inside stuff? Was this ever out in the public? Maybe I should shut my mouth. And Fareed's like, look, everything that Howard said about me and I believe his family as well at the time, it's unacceptable. And it's either him or me. And Fareed had to go start another radio company and offer an IPO that went to zero. Oh my God. That is a true story, brothers and sisters. Cheers. I don't know if I ever told that one. Keep voting blue. Keep voting blue. Oh, if you want like the looting and stuff, I guess. Well, that's where, I'll give you a little politics today. Why not? From a person that is more moderate, that leans a bit more right than left, believe it or not, as much as people want to try to pigeonhole me as a lefty, that is not true. This is where the left makes these insane mistakes. They believe in people too much. They believe that if like the laws are laxed or relaxed, that people are good by nature and they're gonna do the right thing. So when they were yelling and screaming, defund the police, I'm like, oh, you guys are just stupid. Where do you live that you think this is gonna work out? Because in the end, they really believe people are good. And I think most people are good. But there's enough people that aren't good that could really F it up for the rest of us. And that's where the left is just stupid. Let people come into the CVS with a garbage bag. It's only going to be a couple people. Oh, really? Like all the other opportunists aren't out there going, oh my God, did you hear about Hank? You hear about Hank? You hear about safe name here? You hear about Hank? He just went into a CVS and filled up and walked out. God, people aren't, there's enough people that aren't good. That's why you can't just casually defund the police and get rid of laws. You can't do it. That's why none of that stuff ever works. There's enough people out there that aren't good in their hearts. But don't be confused. I think most people are good. I really do. But there's certainly enough people that aren't, that just ruin it for everybody. And that's where the left is just stupid. Boo, 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 boo. Radio. Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. This guy wants to announce to the world. Wait, where is he? Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, here you are. Raven, congratulations to you. Sometimes it's just the stupid, simple things that make me laugh. A guy just writes that. All right, this guy wants to announce to the world that he's hetero. Why? I don't care about your sexuality. Just shut up and just do what you gotta do. I don't care. I don't know anyone that had to announce all day long that they were hetero. You were just hetero. I don't care. Oh my God, good for you. Great. What am I supposed to do with that? Should I go get a card? I don't care. I do care that it's shoved in my face every single day. Just do what you need to do. All right, Will likes fish. That's good. John. I swear to God, this is why I do this still. You guys are absolutely awesome. I'll talk to you, I don't know, maybe never again. Who knows? Good.